Beneath the blazing sun of Saqqara, a new age begins. The land of Egypt stirs with ambition as Pharaoh Djoser gazes across the desert, envisioning a monument that will outlive time itself. He calls upon Imhotep, priest, healer, and architect of unparalleled genius. Together, they will defy centuries of tradition. No longer will royalty lie in mere mud-brick tombs. The gods demand permanence, and Imhotep answers. Stone by stone, the earth trembles. A mastaba grows taller, and then another atop it, and another, a stairway to eternity. The first pyramid is born, 6 tiers of defiance rising to meet the gods. Djoser's name is etched into immortality, carved into limestone and legend. But behind this marble are thousands of hands, not enslaved, but devoted, driven by duty and faith. Dust clings to sweat-soaked skin. Chisels echo in the wind, and as the sun sets on Saqqara, shadows stretch long from the pyramid's face. Egypt has changed forever. The shadow of Djoser's pyramid stretches long across time, but a new figure rises to eclipse even that legacy. Sneferu, the pharaoh, with a vision forged in limestone and eternity. Where others saw completion, he saw only the beginning. At Djoser, the sands tremble once more. Massive crews gather, not to repeat, but to perfect. The first attempt, the bent pyramid, rises proudly, then curves awkwardly, an error written in stone. But failure does not deter Sneferu. It ignites him. A second monument, the Red Pyramid, is born, smooth, symmetrical, precise. The first true pyramid, and behind it all, unseen yet essential, are architects, stonemasons, and mathematicians working like veins beneath a living God. Here, Egypt perfects its language of immortality. Straight angles, hidden chambers, sunlit causeways. Sneferu builds not one, but 3 great pyramids. His ambition is unmatched. His legacy, the blueprint for eternity. The legacy of Djoser was just the beginning. A new pharaoh ascends, Sneferu, the master builder king. His ambition? To perfect the pyramid, to turn stairways into smooth-sided mirrors of the sun. At Madam, the first vision rises, then collapses. But failure is not the end, it is the teacher. At Djoser, Sneferu dares again. The bent pyramid curves unexpectedly, an engineering compromise, yet a symbol of innovation. And then perfection. The Red Pyramid, sleek, symmetrical, eternal, the first true pyramid for the gods above and for Sneferu below. The earth and sky now speak in stone. But more than monuments, Sneferu reshapes the kingdom. He opens mines, builds ships, expands borders. Egypt flourishes under his reign. Stone by stone, legacy is forged. His vision sets the stage for a wonder yet to come. In the heart of the old kingdom, a new pharaoh ascends, a sovereign shrouded in mystery, his name destined to echo across time. Khufu. His vision? Nothing less than a mountain of stone, carved not by nature, but by will. At Giza, he sets his mark upon the earth, not one step, not a bend, but a pure geometric giant that pierces the heavens, the Great Pyramid. Over 2 million stones, each weighing tons, aligned with celestial precision, echoing the constellations. This is not architecture, it is cosmic ambition made real. Thousands labor, not enslaved but organized, skilled, rotating in teams of honor. Masons, bakers, surveyors, and artists, all summoned by devotion, duty, and divine fear. They shape a wonder, grain by grain, block by block, and atop it all a capstone, gleaming in electrum, reflecting Ra's light to the ends of the earth. Khufu, now one with the gods, rises through the pyramid's passageways into eternity. But shadows gather. Power begins to centralize, wealth condenses, and even pyramids cast long shadows over those who live beneath them. The Great Pyramid stood like a beacon, a defiance of death. But no monument lasts forever in a world ruled by time. As Khufu's successors rise, they build, but none match the glory of Giza. The pyramids shrink, the stone thins, the vision fractures. Pharaohs still claim divine rule, but their grip loosens. Far from Memphis, local governors, nomarchs, begin to grow bold, hoarding grain, raising armies. The power that once flowed like the Nile begins to split like tributaries into dry land. The Nile, lifeblood of Egypt, becomes erratic. Seasons shift, floods fail, crops wither. The people begin to whisper, have the gods abandoned us? Or have we abandoned them? In desperation, new pyramids are built faster, cheaper, hollow. Faith becomes ritual, then performance. The majesty becomes mimicry. Pharaohs still rise, but no longer like gods, more like men clinging to a crumbling crown. And so, beneath the golden masks, the old kingdom begins to decay. Egypt stands, but trembles. The pyramids stood as testaments to eternity, but eternity cracked. As the sixth dynasty fades, the Nile becomes cruel. Floods come too little or too much. Fields rot. Starvation whispers in the wind. The gods fall silent. And when gods go quiet, men scream. Egypt fractures. From Memphis to Thebes, power splinters like a shattered obelisk. No longer is there one Egypt, but many. Nomarchs seize lands. Warlords rise. Civil war simmers beneath a brittle surface. Tombs are plundered. Pyramids desecrated. Temples once sacred now serve as shelters for the desperate. In the silence of forgotten sanctuaries, wolves prowl. But this is not just political collapse, it is psychological. The divine Pharaoh, once the axis of the world, is now questioned. Faith, once unshakable, erodes. A new genre of writing emerges, the Lamentations. Texts filled with despair where order is wept for and chaos is king. The first intermediate period is not just the death of an empire, it is the death of certainty. The Nile still flows, but directionless, like the people who once worshipped it. And yet, beneath the ashes of ruin, something stirs. Out of the dust of ruin comes a whisper, a name passed in secret, a place spoken like a prayer. Thebes. South of the fallen great cities in Upper Egypt, a new power begins to stir. Its kings are not born into grandeur, but into hardship. The house of Imhotep rises not with gold, but with grit. Here, in the land where the Nile runs narrower and the cliffs stand taller, a new dynasty forms, the 11th dynasty. With determination forged by chaos, they fight not just to reclaim Egypt, but to heal it. Imhotep II becomes the flame-bearer, warrior, priest, pharaoh. He marches north, uniting the fragmented nomes under one banner. Blood is spilled, but it is for rebirth. For in the heart of disorder, Egypt remembers herself. He restores temples, reopens trade, and reclaims the sacred balance. A new capital emerges, Thebes, city of Amun, destined to eclipse Memphis and radiate power for centuries to come. A tomb is carved into cliffs at Deir el-Bahari, unlike anything before. Rock-hewn, divine, eternal. And from this stone cradle, the Middle Kingdom is born. Egypt has not only survived collapse, she has transcended it. The land is whole again, and the gods are listening. Under the rule of Amenemhat I, Egypt is reborn into an age of equilibrium. No longer just a kingdom of war or conquest, it becomes a civilization of wisdom, order, and artistry. From its Tawi, a new capital built near the life-giving Fayum, the pharaohs rule with careful precision. Their legacy? Not colossal pyramids, but stability, justice, renewal. The pharaohs become shepherds of the people. Tomb inscriptions no longer praise just the kings, but scribes, farmers, officials. A new voice rises, that of the common man. Canals irrigate the desert. Literature flourishes. The eloquent peasant speaks. The tale of Sinuhe captivates. This is Egypt's quiet, golden age, not loud, but lasting. The Middle Kingdom doesn't just restore Egypt, it perfects her. But nothing golden lasts forever. As centuries pass, even the strongest stone begins to crack. The glory of the Middle Kingdom dims, not in flame, but in shadow. Internal conflict brews. Successions become fragile. Nomarchs, local governors, grow powerful, their ambition stirring beneath silk and titles. The Nile floods irregularly. Famine creeps like a whisper. Trust in the divine order phrase. In the tombs of high officials, wealth grows, but the hearts of the people, uncertain. Literature grows darker. Songs of lament, of disillusionment. A people once proud now ask, where is Ma'at? The second intermediate period looms, a new fragmentation, a pause in greatness. Egypt stands at the edge again. Though the stones may fall and the names may fade, their echoes endure. From the sands of Saqqara to the cliffs of Thebes, from towering pyramids to whispered prayers, Egypt's legacy does not end in collapse. It becomes memory woven into the very soul of civilization. These monuments, these myths, have crossed millennia, inspiring emperors, philosophers, artists. The symmetry of Ma'at, the mystery of Osiris, the eternal fire of Ra, and in every age of darkness from Rome to now, humanity has looked back to Egypt and remembered how the phoenix rises. For in every ending, Egypt left a beginning, a blueprint, a heartbeat. Her story is not just history, it is prophecy.